Welcome to Talk to Him, a show where we discuss self-help strategies, money, music, fashion, culture, health, food, education, credit, and how it all links to financial success. Be sure to hit that like button and follow us on all social media platforms at Talk to Him J, and of course, Shop Talk to Him. I'm your host for this show. My name is James Levesque. Vibe with me, vibe with me, vibe with me. Folks, we got an incredible guest on the show today, straight out of Harlem, New York, one of the OGs.
Bronx, New York. Bronx, New York.
Bronx, my bad. You from the Bronx, baby. From the Bronx, New York. You know,
Home of hip hop.
absolutely.
Home of hip hop.
Home of the hip hop, absolutely. We have Brother Abdul Barr, you know what I mean, live on Zoom, joining us virtually. Yo, Brother Abdul, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing fabulous, great, fantastic, awesome, and more to add to that.
Yeah, man. Great to have you on, man. I've been wanting to, just have you on and just because you're somebody who just has full of wisdom, brother. And I just, and a lot of times I just like to listen, you know what I'm saying, and pick up the jewels as you're speaking, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man. So, yeah, bro, tell us, can you briefly just give us a little bit, introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about, who you are, you know what I mean?
Okay, first of all, knife sharpens knife. So as you learn from me, I learn from you. A knife, again, sharpens a knife. I'm saying we sharpen up each other. I'm saying that's what we're supposed to do as a culture, as black men, and teach our young, old, everybody can learn from each other.
I
Okay, my
agree.
name is Abdul Barr, coming out of the South Bronx. I actually grew up with Fat Joe, same building, 1000 Trinity Ave. Was with him Hot 97 last winter.
Mm.
Um, was with the Zulu Nation, still affiliated with them. So when hip hop was birthed here in the South Bronx, I was there rubbing elbows with all the legends, Grandmaster Flash, uh, Cool Herc, Bam, DJ Hollywood 371 Club, uh, Busy B Starsky,
Wow, legend.
um, Busy B, Bug Starsky. Actually, his grandmother used to live in the back of my building. May he rest in power. Um, all these different legends, they're there. But I have to speak about something that I think it needs to be talked about because everybody want to sugarcoat stuff.
Yeah.
I said stuff, but I really want to say the other word.
Yeah, you can say
But
it, man. It's our show. We can talk our shit. You know what I mean? Here, for real.
well, you said it. You just said it. Shit.
Yeah.
Everybody want to sugarcoat shit. You said it. When everything is, fucked up, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because see, this is the point. Once you allow others that haven't created something that you have created to partake in what you have created, they're gonna exploit it. They're
Mm-hmm.
gonna corrupt it. This is why hip hop, unfortunately, is in the condition it is in now.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me ask you
Uh,
this. Let me ask you this. Like, what's your take? You know what I mean? I mean, it isn't a critical position.
well, sorry to cut you off. But
Now, go
see,
ahead.
what happens is it's a broad spectrum. It's just not the hip hop. Our culture at hand is
Mm-hmm.
being like like a basketball game. They got the full court press on us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's the bottom of the knife. It's 2 outs. What are we going to do? You see what I'm saying? Uh, our people. Let me give you something. What it is that you remember Frankenstein, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Frankenstein was the doctor. Now the monster, he had somebody else's head, he had somebody else's arm, heart, so forth and so on. That's us. We got an
Mm.
identity crisis, to the 10th power. Um, The other thing is this: during the time of slavery, which I believe goes over a lot of people's head. During the time of slavery, they used to auction off the family when they took them to the auction block. They sell the mother to Missouri. They sell the father to Arkansas. They sell a son to South Carolina, and so forth and so on. And they make families, right? So you know how dude we go, or girl we go, girl, you know you look like such and such, boy, you know you like. Why you think? Be more than lightly interrelated, interconnected families,
Right.
because of how the family was stripping, how the family was broken up, and them families make nuclear families, you know, from that family. And
Absolutely.
so when these young brothers out here annihilating each other, killing each other, you might be killing your family, bro. You need to
Yeah.
think about that.
For
You know what I'm
real.
saying?
For real. For
You
real.
need
For
to. First of all, y'all are soldiers. If y'all, excuse me, if y'all kill off all the soldiers, then what happens? Who's gonna take the women and the children? Because y'all all dead or in prison. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So our see, this is the point also. Look, like a soldier go to war, right? He comes back. He has to be treated for post traumatic, right? Or for post. So we are wounded people, right? Which a lot of us have never been healed or
Yeah.
haven't even begun the process of healing. Post-traumatic slave syndrome, the Willie Lynch theory, broken homes, your mother's on drugs, your father's alcoholic, the parents is in jail. So once you take off one strip, you got another strip. You
Yeah.
got another strip. You have another strip. So the beginning of healing is knowing that you're wounded and you need to heal. And there's nothing wrong with asking for help.
Right.
You know, this is the facade that we put on, that grown men shouldn't cry, grown men should show their feelings. Nah.
Yeah.
Who made this written in stone? You already know who made this,
Right.
because our culture should be our culture.
Right.
As they say, do as the Romans do. Hell no, because the Romans ain't got nothing to do with our culture. Do as the Romans do. I'm not Roman. Do as the Romans do. Why would I want to do what the Romans do? When the Romans did all types of atrocities against people, you know, before slavery actually, and
Absolutely.
so here it is. Next, let's see, we're gonna have we get ready to come upon this so-called Columbus Day. Well, well, guess what? You already know you can't discover something that was already here already. You should know
Absolutely.
this, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
This should be an obvious. This should be an obvious no-brainer. You know, like Malcolm El Haj, formerly known as Malcolm X, El Haj Malik El Shabazz, said, "We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. What? Plymouth
Plymouth
Rock
Rock
landed
landed
on
on us.
hard. It landed on us hard,
Word. Yeah.
very hard." You know, saying, and you know, the thing is that we have to begin to start healing, start showing real genuine care and love for one another. Stop standing on the train, screw facing me. What you screw facing me for? What I
Yeah.
do to you?
Right.
Do you know me? Do I
Right.
know you? What's the purpose of the screw face for?
Yeah.
To show you tough? That makes
Yeah.
you a man?
Yeah.
Does that really make you a man? You
Right.
know, yeah. I mean, you know, this is, and see, this is the thing. Because of these Willie Lynch theories and um, all these different forces, right? All these different forces, they have this infighting with us
Right.
by design. A Haitian think he's better than an African American. African American thinks he's better than somebody from Jamaica. Jamaican think he's better than somebody from Barbados. They have this infighting with us. We have
Mm.
this infighting. Why? but we have the infighting. And this is why we can't gel, and come together. Like Bruce Lee said, an open hand is no power, but a closed fist,
Mm,
that's where you get the power from. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely. Yeah.
And so this is the thing that we have to put all this idiotic silliness to the side because it's idiotic silliness, really.
Yo,
When you
and
sit back, go ahead, don't say what you said.
no, I was gonna actually piggyback on that, man, because
Go ahead.
being in education, right? And I'm seeing it because I'm in the trenches, I'm in the classroom with these students, you know what I mean? And I was actually and it's crazy, right? Because we do our financial literacy sessions with different, a lot of different nationalities of students. A lot of them are of African American, of Black in our community. But then this one Asian lady, she reached out to me and was like, "Hey, I love what you're doing. Would love for you to, share your knowledge on financial literacy with, our, with some of her students that she had. All of them was Asian, right? And when I tell you, Brother Abdul, these kids were locked in. When I mean they was locked in, they was locked in. You know what I mean?
Right,
And
right.
our students, not saying that they're not locked in, but yo, they're consistently on the phone. You know what I mean? So much distractions. You know what I mean? They're doing all these extra things. And I was just like, in my mind, I'm saying to myself, I'm looking at the comparison between, you know, our students, our kids, you know what I mean? And then the Asian students, and I'm like,
Yeah,
yo,
but see, that in itself is a class in itself. What you just explained. You have to teach people that's not that don't have the certain tools. When you see certain things, then you have to be like a chessboard, like a chess. I play chess. All right, for instance, on the chessboard, you know each power. You know each
you breaking up, Brother Abdul.
power of each player on that. Like Chuck D said. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you
Can you
now.
hear me good?
Yep, 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 I
Okay,
can hear you.
so again, like I was saying, is that like a chessboard, you learn, I play chess. You learn each power of each piece on that board of that chessboard,
Right.
right? And so the same thing should have, like Chuck D said, we in his rhyme. I forgot which album it was. He said, "We all pieces in one big chess game," right? And so learning the pieces, the strength of each person, right? And you know that I just came into learning. I just came into that, not even knowing I came into it. But I see people's strengths, and I try to encourage or enhance their strengths.
Yeah.
And this is something that this is. I guess this is something God uh, instructed me to do. Even with myself, I have to. I look for encouragement, instruction. You know what I mean. Good corrective criticism. Um, And so, like I said, when you were just saying that, that's what I thought. That's what came to mind. I was saying, well, if you see these things that are kid, that's a class in itself. Teaching
Mhm.
kids how to be self-disciplined, how to be focused. And that's the only thing. Those are the only two things you got to have to bring this world to its knees if you
Mhm.
want to be successful: patience and focus. You have those
Absolutely.
two things. Again, I'm sure Mr. Tyler Perry, the man used to sleep in his car.
Mhm.
Man's a giant now, and it took him 13 years, but the thing is that if you have a goal and a purpose and a focus to do something, you shouldn't let no one, no thing, no place interrupt that flow, what you're trying to go. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And it's crazy, man. As you say that, I'm thinking about like I remember the first time I met you, bro, right? When I came into your store. So let me give you a little bit of backtrack. So me and my good friend, my man Basil, who's actually a Muslim brother as well, too. You know what I mean? That's one of my best friends. We was actually driving down from Boston to New York. No, we were driving to Philly because we was gonna go see the Dave Chappelle show in Philly, right? So he stopped
Right.
at he was like, yo, I gotta stop at this store real quick to get some smell goods, you know what I mean? Some oils and stuff. And I was like, all right, cool. So he went in there, boom, 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 got his stuff. And I was like, yo, I gotta get some stuff as well, too. You know what I mean? So I went in there and then, you know, you was helping me out, you know what I mean, with the smell goods. I was like, damn, this brother knows his stuff over here. You know what I mean? He was telling me everything about, you know, how what this oil is, how this is smelling. And then you mix some joint up for me. And I was like, oh, this joint is ill, you know what I mean? So as I'm stepping out, as I'm about, you know, I pay for my stuff and I'm stepping out of your store, something was telling me, like, yo, you need to connect with this brother. You know what I'm saying? You need to connect, just connect. You know what I mean? Connect with them. You know what I mean? So I was just like, yo, bro, I don't know. There's something about you that I feel like, yo, we gotta link. We gotta stay in contact. You know what I'm saying? And then that's how we was able to,
Right.
you know, exchange numbers and just be able to build, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
because yeah, go ahead, finish your thought. I'm
no, no, no,
sorry.
go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Like I always say, network networking is the new currency. It's not
Absolutely.
what you know, it's who you know. And you build yourself a team. You know, it's like knitting. It's like knitting or crocheting. You putting all those different colors into that pattern. I mean, people the same way. You knitting this pattern with these different people because you see all their strengths, like I just explained, and
Mm-hmm.
everybody has their everybody play their part, like on a team, a basketball team, a baseball team, to make that team great. That's the same purpose. You know, you got to put all that BS aside. You go in and start. Listen, we got to work. We ain't gonna have no penny ante gripes, ego trips, and all this different silly stuff that hold people back all the time. Especially our people. We get onto this, you know, we done rose to the top. Now all of a sudden we want to start getting all this egotistical BS, you know, this self-centered silly shit. You know, so these are the things that we shouldn't partake in.
Yeah.
If you want to eradicate the stereotypes that they have in place about our people. So many stereotypes. Because see, look, right? The point is, right? If you don't put the suit on, then they can't say you dressed in that image. But if you put the
Mm,
suit on, then you what you the parents you come in is the parents you're going to be conceived in. But if you don't put the suit on, then they cannot equate that these stereotypes. And we know, of course, it's by design,
right.
right? Because they know we come from a great lineage of dynasties. You know what I'm saying? Kings and queens and majestic lands in South Africa. I mean, in Africa. You know what I'm saying, and so, you know, there's a book called from pyramids to projects, and
Mm,
just the illustration of that tells you what the book is about. And not to go into too much in detail, but there's so many different historians. Is this documentary is a set of series called Colors, Hidden Colors. I
right.
applaud everybody to see it, watch it, because it goes in depth about the systematic racism, uh, systematic disenfranchisement,
Mm-hmm.
natural disenfranchisement, our disenfranchised communities. Of course, all of this is by design. Like I said, again with the hip hop industry, the agenda. You don't have your ex clans no more, your public enemies, your Rakims, your
Mm-hmm.
Jungle Brothers. You know,
Yo, there's
where
none of that,
message.
man. There's none of that.
No,
This just this just
I love what J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar and a few others is doing,
yep.
but they're going against the grain. They are they are they're like they're like diamonds shining among coal.
Right.
But diamond sitting in some coal, you'll be able to see that diamond shining because everything else is dark.
Right.
gold is dark, it's black. That diamond is shine through there. That's how they are. That's how I depict them, and that's how I illustrate them brothers like that. Is just call out their names because um they're not. You know, every all money is not good money.
Right.
All money is not good money. I'm
For
saying,
real.
and you know, to to forfeit your manhood or put a black eye on your manhood
Right.
or so forth and so on is it does yourself, your culture, and your people and your kids and everybody else a disservice, along with yourself, of course. You
Yeah.
know.
Nah, man, I definitely agree with you. And you mentioned that something that's key, what I mean, teamwork. What I mean? It seems like, the only time, brothers or people of color seem to, you know, um work together is when we're playing sports. You know what I'm saying? Like when we're playing sports, that's really it. You know what I mean? Like,
And,
you
and,
don't go ahead.
and it's only for the entertainment of guess who. They got us on the world stage. That's all they've been utilizing them from day one. Just
Entertainment.
like just like when you watch it, even though it was a comedy, it had a lot of truth in it. The movie Django, where
Mm,
the Mandingos used to fight to the death for the pleasure of the slave master,
right,
the fight to the death. And this is again, we only they had us as buffoons and so forth. This dancing and entertaining these people, because actually others listen to hip hop more than we do.
yep,
Ironically. But so yes, again, like I said, that things that a lot of things need to be addressed, and we got to stop acting like every day is a party. Every
right,
day is every day is a fashion show. Every day is because there is a lot of oppression, but you can financially oppress yourself.
right.
You don't even go to your neighborhood black owned stores. You got to go to Macy's. You got to go to this place. You got to go to that place, and you're only paying for the name. You're not even paying for the product, which is the same product you would get anywhere else. You're only
Absolutely.
paying for the name. They sell that name onto the shirt, or you walk into that store. That's what you're paying for. You're not even paying for the product. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying,
Nah,
yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely. Let me ask you this, man. Like you're, like, yo, every time I see you, man, like you always stay motivated and productive, bro. Like how do you maneuver that, man? You know what I mean? How do you stay so motivated and productive, always making moves, always doing something? You know what I mean? And your networking game is crazy too. You always meeting somebody. Where does that come from? How do you maneuver with that, bro? You know?
Well, what happened was there was a brother, a famous graffiti artist that I grew up with in father's project with Fat Joe. His name was Phase Two. His
Mm,
name is Phase Two. Through Phase Two, he knew so many people. I met Cindy Lauper. I met Debbie Harris. I met the Trans Europe Express. I met them through
wow.
him. He been over all over through the world because of graffiti. You go to France and Paris, and graffiti was a big deal. It is a
Right.
big deal still, but those are the four elements of hip hop: break dancing, DJing, MCing, and graffiti.
Graffiti. Yep.
So through Phase Two, I used to live in a hip hop spot back in the days on 18th Street called the Roxy, and Red Alert that's here in the city. He's on WBLS. He was the house DJ there. I was with the Zulu Nation, so all the hip hop spots I was able to get in for free. And
Mm-hmm.
so, um, through Phase, I learned a lot. How he used to network, how he just used to work the crowd, go to different people, talk to different people, laugh. He wear glasses like, huh. Yeah, I always wear these to read though. I just got these on now so I could really focus on the camera.
Yep, yep,
But
yep, yep.
anyway, I used to see he was very comical brother, man. He'll make you laugh for the simplest thing to the big. He have you out of breath. You be laughing so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he passed away since, but his name is Phase Two,
Mm.
Phase two,
Ooh.
number two.
Yep.
Google his name, you see Phase Two come up, and he has a lot of work, different museums here in New York, probably abroad in America and Paris, and probably as well as Paris, as well as I just said London, and all these different places. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, I learned from Phase Two, and this is not no overnight process. I'm 60 years old, but I work out. You know,
Yeah, I was going that was gonna
and
be my question to you, bro. You know what I mean? Like, how do you like you 60, but yo, you in shape, you know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like what's your routine? What do you do?
well, my routine is since the late '80s, all I eat is fish. I was eating fish every day, but I think I was eating too much mercury. So maybe like beginning of the year, I stopped eating it every 2 days, and I used to have a cloudiness in my head. So I think I was eating too much mercury. So I eat the fish every 2 days. I'm good now. On that note, I work out. I drink a lot of water, and I work in a halal store.
Mm.
And I have to tell you, my good brother, the Latin brother, he did 25 years. And he had me crying, brother, in front of the bank, literally. I started crying, he crying. Listen, the man has stage 4 cancer. You have stage 4 cancer of any cancer, it's still a slim, slim margin you're gonna make it. They gave him 2 months to live. It's been 25 years now. He
Wow.
cured himself holistically. He don't take no medication. I guess this is why Dr. Savers is not here no more, if you know what I mean. And so you know, if I kill you, I kill you, the drug, the well is gonna dry up.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta have you like a yo-yo,
You're
keep
right.
coming back.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
yo-yo. You know how a yo-yo keep, yeah,
For
yeah,
real. For real. That's so true.
yeah.
Wow, man. Yo, it's crazy because I know two of my good friends, man, their dads just passed away from cancer as well, too. You know what I mean? Back to back, So I was just saying that I'm like, man, that is something that, the food that we intake, is has a lot to do with, our overall health, bro. So
Yeah,
that's,
of course, yeah, yeah. It's cause see, you gotta remember our ancestors. There's nothing on this earth. I take the black seed too, because the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam,
the
he
black seed
said
oil,
the
right?
black seed, yeah, anything with the black seed, but especially the black seed oil. He said the black seed is a cure for everything but death. So I take black seed twice a day myself. And sea moss, sea moss has our store has everything, sea moss, hemp tea. Anyway, sea moss has 91 minerals that we have in our body. We have 121 total. So most times you don't get your proper minerals.
Right.
You may cook your food too hot, cook your minerals out, or eat surplus food where you don't get the food doesn't hold much minerals. So a lot of times, most times we put minerals, especially with this food today. Um, and this is probably an example. Look at uh LeBron James' son. He just
Right.
had a problem with the football player. He had a problem. These are young people, bro.
Right.
I'm literally 30, I'm 60, and I literally feel like 35 when I work out, or just in general. I went to the doctor, but at the beginning of the year, the doctor said, yo, you know what? You got a athlete's heartbeat. I said, well, listen, because I work out, and see, look, like a car, right? So if you let a car just sit there, right, 6 months, and guess what? When you go to start that car, it ain't gonna start. The
Right.
body the same way. you gotta charge your body up. You know what I'm saying? Because see, we invest in so much, but we don't invest in ourselves very little.
Right.
Investing in yourself is working out, eating right, thinking right, feeling right, looking right.
Right.
That's investing in yourself. This is not no one thing. It's a multi task of investing in yourself. You know, that's why a lot of people are unhinged. They're unhinged because they don't invest in themselves. I
Yeah.
don't stress. I can't tell you the last time I had stress and anxiety. You know, uh, in Islam we call it qadr, meaning the divine decree of God. Whatever good or bad He gives me, I must accept it, or I'm showing ingratitude to Him. So I don't stress. I don't have stress. I don't know how. I don't know how to stress. I don't have no anxiety, nothing, because um, guess what?
Right.
Oh, I ain't got this. Oh, this is going on. So your complaint compared to our ancestors is like a teardrop to an ocean.
That's
What
true.
that teardrop would do to that ocean? If you add it or you take it away, nothing, right? But guess
Right.
what? That's what your complaints are compared to our ancestors. Unspeakable, horrific horrors, bro.
Yeah.
You in the bottom of a ship with feces and urine, probably foot high. They said the sharks used to follow the ships, but they know to get fed. Mothers going overboard with their babies, and people committing suicide.
Wow.
So that's why I don't stress, bro. Because when you turn around, when I look, always think back, reflecting on my ancestors, I said, no, I can't do that.
Nah.
It's doing them a disservice and doing my of course a disservice. I can't do that. Why would I do that?
Yeah.
These people went through to get us where we had to. Some of them laid their lives down, knowing that they won't be around to see things that will, have us in the positions that we are today. But guess what? We in the position that we are today. But
Mm.
going back again to this egotistical BS, the
For real.
self-centered boy BS.
Yeah.
You get to a certain plateau. Oh, you the big man. I don't need nobody. Well, guess what? No man or no island is a man. No man or no woman is an island by themselves. If
Absolutely
that
not.
is the case, why did they have to apologize to Oprah Winfrey? I think she was in France. They thought she was a shoplifter. They had to apologize. That woman could have bought that whole franchise or that whole company 10 times over.
Mm-hmm.
So that just shows you that you are nothing but a Negro or worse with money. You know what I mean?
I agree.
At the end of the day. So that's why you got to put all that silly stuff aside and work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To collect and together. Now, yes, this is hard press because a lot of us, what we do, we get complacent and comfortable,
Mm.
and we feel that's it. Okay, my job is done. Your job is never done. As
Right.
long as you know, as long as you know the opposition, and they're not gonna, they gotta not be tired in trying to make things difficult. You gotta be just as tireless in counteracting that nonsense.
Right.
You gotta know
Ab-
how to counter, be able to counteract that stuff. So
yeah.
yeah. So you doing your thing over here, me doing my thing over here. Well, they got it separated. It's all good. You
Right.
know.
Yeah. Let me ask you
Look,
this. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. You was gonna say something?
I'm gonna say. No, I was just saying they make us desensitized towards one another.
Mm.
Look, everybody. I have to say this. Everybody's social media retarded. Right? You on the ground, you suffering. You might be sick or you might be near death. And they call the ambulance. What they do with the phone?
Take out their
Put it
phone.
on social media. You going through agony. They think this is something you put on social media. Something's funny. What's funny about that? What is? I mean, it's unconceivable. But man, listen, I'm just glad. I'm in the know. That's all I could be glad, and I try to keep others in the know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know. Of course, I don't know everything, but guess what? I'm seeking to learn more daily. Young can learn from the old. Old can learn from learn from the young. But this
Yeah.
is the point. I'm gonna let you say what you. I hope you didn't lose your train of thought.
Nope.
This is the point. Okay, when I was growing up, I'm 60 years old now, but when I was growing up, I respected my elders because there were no cameras. Young folks, they all living in the virtual PC. But there were no cameras back in the days. Why you think they're solving cold cases for 35, 40 years ago? And
Mm.
so go back to what I was going to say is that yes, the young can learn from the old can learn from the young. But just by life experiences, forget what you know, who you know, just by life experiences. If you've been around 15, 20, 25 years longer than me, how am I supposed to know more?
Right.
I'm supposed to sit behind down and milk you for everything you know. You know, not like I act like I just I listen to you're old. You don't know nothing. Well, guess what? How you think I got to be old?
That's true.
Sure enough being stupid. And you
Yeah.
got people older than me. Show them the respect, even though I'm 60 years.
Yeah.
Would you get ready to say?
No, I was gonna say what my question was going to be, what advice, right? What advice would you give a young man coming up in today's society? You know what I mean? A young fella who's just watching this, just looking, he just trying to find his way. What advice would you give him, man?
What advice I would give you is that one thing is find some quiet time, some me time at the end of the day, or any part of the day, but basically at night, at the end of the day, and start doing some real deep introspection, real deep thought, and do this on a daily basis because you will find yourself, and the people that you need to be in your life, you will be. And unfortunately, this like a company that downsize, you have to downsize some people out of your life. That's a
Right.
fact. They're no good. They always have some negative stuff to input. They don't feel like a clothes. You put on the clothes, it's not fit. You gotta, it's not a good fit. But some people just not a good fit for you, man. That's
That's
a fact.
true.
I'm saying,
That's for real, for real.
yeah. So you gotta start throwing all the rubbish out. The rubbish might be people, right? Do some house cleaning. You know what I mean? Clean your head, your mind. I'm saying, um, of all the things that is meaningless. It's
Yeah.
not going to do you no good one way or the other. So these are the things that I think young folks today really need. They need
Yeah.
mentors. I try to speak and I listen. I don't act like because I'm older than you, I don't know more. No, y'all know technology very well, more so than I do. I'm a dinosaur in some respect. I'm
Yeah.
60 years old, but I'm learning.
Yeah.
But y'all know that they got little babies of 5, 6 years old. They playing with laptops and all this, you know. And so yeah, you have to really do some real deep introspection, man, and start writing down your thoughts so you have something to refer back to. I keep a
Right.
pen. I keep a conventional pen and paper with me. People don't even read conventional books no more. If it's not on the phone, they don't read no more.
That's
You know what I'm
true.
saying? Don't the libraries the shit the libraries is like
It's like a
uh
museum.
like a haunted mansion.
For
Nothing but
real.
ghosts, nothing but ghosts up in there that used to be there.
For real.
And, people
You breaking up. You breaking up. Hold on a second.
ghosts. Yeah. So listen. Until next time, I have to run some errands.
Yeah.
For the night. I'm saying, but it was always a pleasure, James, and we're gonna do this a lot more. Hopefully down the line, as we plan on, we'd like to get syndicated, so we can have a radio show, TV show, or both, in
All
the
of
near
it.
future.
All of it,
We
man.
working
We
towards we working towards getting syndicated, and inshallah, God willing, in a few. And I'm doing a lot of things. We're going into the filming industry. We'll be doing documentaries, small movies, talking about doing these documentaries about the things we just talked about. Um, and I'm somewhat of in touching just a little bit of music industry because it's not for me no more.
Right.
When it was a certain plateau, yes, but now it's not a good fit for me. You know,
For
I'm not putting
real.
them clothes on. I think
Yeah. Yo,
I'm gonna feel uncomfortable in there.
absolutely. Brother Abdul, thank you so much for your time, brother. And I want to leave you guys with this. This is a quote that I heard. Boys want attention, men want respect. Legends, they just don't give a fuck. It's your main man, Jay. Live, love, light. I'll holla. Peace and blessings.